Good morning, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's biggest cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne. Thanks for tuning in. Good morning, and God bless the Satoshi Nakamoto, my little cousin out there in the box on YouTube. I'm restreaming using restream.io. I'm pushing the stream to both YouTube and DLive. And others have asked me to do it on Twitch. I'm not sure if you guys want that or not, but that's also a possibility. But make sure you're following me on the networks. Hit the like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Stay tuned in to the good ones that we spread every single day. Today we'll be talking about this price rise. I'm seeing bits on the rise, gold on the rise, Ether on the rise, and now Microsoft is on the rise in talks of buying TikTok, the app, which is under some heat this week or for a while now, about to get banned by the Trump administration for apparently spying for the Chinese. And now Microsoft wants to buy them, and somehow that makes it good. I don't really get it, but yeah, the price of Microsoft's all the way up, and it's responding good. And you see Bitcoin's price on the way up and gold's price on the way up. Don't sleep on silver either. I was checking out some silver coins this week, and I'm interested in stacking more. You know, I got some silver baggage, some coinage there in my baggie. So make sure you're holding some too, in my opinion. IMO is the entire channel. I'm not your crypto daddy. I'm not your financial advisor. And I really shouldn't be looked at as the guy that knows who he's talking about out here, although maybe I should be. But I got to throw these disclaimers out because you got some cucks out there on YouTube. And, you know, I just got to make sure we stay cuck proof out here. So it's IMO, boomers. Riding the CME gap to 11.6. Get this money. Shout out to Southside. Southside's in the house. Boom. Riding it to 11.6. Let's see. Let's see if we could ride this wave. Things are looking good with Bitcoin, guys. Just a few weeks ago, we're in the 9K range, and now we're crip walking past 10. Have we conquered 10? Have we put the body in the bag? Are we ever going to see 4 digits again? Or not? I mean, I don't know. You know, I think it's still too early to call. It's looking good, though. It's looking good. Let me turn off these coins and these dollar bills. Share this screen. You can see a nice price jump. Looks like a V-shaped recovery here on the 1 day. After a little crash there. Low of 10.9 on the 24-hour price. 10.9, 11.74, and then a high of 11.291. We're at the high right now. So it looks like this thing is all the way up. We got Southside player saying he's riding it to 11.6. Let's see if it has gas in the tank. That's a lot. But yeah, so far so good. We're going to look at the price of gold. We're going to look at the price of Microsoft. We'll check the markets. We'll see what's shaking and baking. We'll check out the headlines. And happy Monday to everybody. Let me drop bombs. Drop another one. More bits, and more kabooms out there. Drop a comment. Let me know what's shaking and baking. Let's go ahead and look at CMC and see how healthy these markets are today. Turn this one off over here. Hit refresh. Make sure we're up to date. 11,206. Crypto market cap at 342. Okay, 342. Bitcoin dominance at 60.4. Look at that. Bitcoin dominance losing some weight. Losing some weight today. The altcoins are gaining weight. I'm seeing green on most altcoins today are green. You got Bitcoin up 1% after that little crash yesterday at 10.9, but I mean, that's still healthy. Actually, it's healthy that it pulled back like that and it's springing up. You got Ether up another 7% today at 390. Let me drop more bombs. And how about it, guys? We called it too here with this ETH. I tell you, in my opinion, IMO. I said, ETH was going to go up, DeFi, ETH. And I'm glad that we started reaccumulating at the $170 range. ETH is actually one of the coins that really inspired me to do the channel as well. I mean, of course, the bits, but around that time I was like, ETH, it's looking good. I started getting into ETH. Augur was one of the ones I really looked at when I first got into ETH. Augur still shows promise. So yeah, ETH, guys. Now I do understand there's other platforms that may be have more capacity as far as utilization or whatnot. But, Ether has that first mover advantage. It just had its 5-year anniversary. And I would say it's the only blue chip coin next to Bitcoin. Obviously I throw Monero in there, but Bitcoin and ETH really. Monero is private. It's like kind of like a gray area with Monero. It's not. I don't think TD Ameritrade is going to be using Monero anytime soon. Okay, but they may be using Ether. Okay. T0 is up, says Derek. Yeah, all of them are up. It's a nice day for the altcoins. Actually, it's a really good one today. You can see the dominance has decreased. More people are. Looks like some of that Bitcoin capital is moving into the alts, and I'm okay with that. I've said this. I mean, in my opinion, Ether is going to move faster than Bitcoin now in the short term. And that's what I've been speculating on amongst the other DeFi coins. Let's see who the gain. Well, let's run down this list. Ether there at 391. Ripple's been making moves too. I mean, at 30 cents. Shout out to those that are making gains with Ripple. As much as I don't like Ripple, and as much as the Bitcoin enthusiasts don't like Ripple, I will expect Ripple to continue to rise if Bitcoin continues to rally. Let's not forget, Ripple has an all-time high of a few dollars, right? Okay, you know how I feel about RIPs. I don't like the RIPs, fake crypto, glorified decentralized database, glorified database, if you ask me. But all that being said, as far as speculation, I think this thing may go up. Bitcoin Cash is up as well, 291 on Bitcoin Cash. Satoshi Vision, I just don't see how Satoshi Vision is even here. Anyhow, Litecoin is number 7 at $58. Litecoin making moves. Cardano at 13 cents. Binance at 20. Binance making moves out there, up almost $10. I mean, 10% there. $22 on Binance, back in the top 10 after Binance slipped out of the top 10 ranking for a second there. But now they're back on attack. Binance, I mean, compared to all these other coins and stuff, Binance has a full built out platform. They have a business going. I mean, they got a lot to offer. I'll tell you that much. I know it's centralized, and this is to me more like just a business, but they're on the up and up. Crypto.com is another one. They're not as strong as Binance, I believe, but that's another one that's building out their revenue and their business model. And that's another one that I've been talking about. Crypto.com there at 16 cents. Chainlink at 851. EOS at 302. Tezos 302. Look at that. EOS and Tezos, the same price. Interesting. Stellar there at 10 cents. Monero at 87. Shout out to Christozilla. I thought the feds would be dishing out more stimulus funny money. They will. They have committed to it. Yes, last week the Fed Chairman Powell said, we got unlimited liquidity. And that seems to be the plan for the short term. If it don't make money, it don't make sense, says Derek. And Southside says putting in that trade long after ETH pass 405 support. There you go. Riding the CME gap to 11.6 says Southside player. So let's see if there's any deals and steals with the cryptos. I think it's just a green day. MCO, this is the second coin that is associated with Crypto.com. This one's up 37%. Ocean Protocol, I don't know much about. Ren is one that we have mentioned. This is another DeFi platform that we've mentioned that perhaps maybe we pick up some baggies. This one is up a lot today, 17%. Obviously, I'm not interested in picking up any baggies if it's up 17 or even up 10%. I don't like picking up so much in the green, obviously. Swipe there at 187. Reserve Rice. Synthex is up. We have some Synthex. Bancor's up. We have some Bancor. Loopring is another one we've been looking into. I think it's Loopring and Ren are the two DeFi platforms that we're looking at picking up some tokens. We have a DeFi altcoin portfolio that we've been managing virtually, and I'll show you that in just a moment. I thought the Feds, we read that. Okay, I was just seeing the talks have stalled. It's peaks and valleys, Christozilla. They're going to be saying, you're not going to see it go straight up. Not every day is going to be like, yo, free money for everybody. There's going to be, they got to play it out. They got to play it out like, oh, are we really going to do it? Or is it not? Is it this? It's like, the same thing with the markets. They don't go straight up in a straight line. There's going to be some pullbacks, but the overall trend is up because of this funny system. It's not because there's any true value that's driving this. It's twisted. It's twisted, really. But this is what we're dealing with, guys. Let's go ahead and look at the stocks. Stocks are up today in the green, as I believe there is some positive news with some stimulus, Christozilla. Maybe the talk stalled, but I saw some headlines. We're going to run through the headlines, but I saw some positive headlines regarding the stimuli talks. S&P is up 0.79% there at 3296. I expect all-time highs for the S&P this year. Dow at 30, 26,000. Dow 30 at 26,631, up 0.77. And you can see the gold slightly in the red, but gold is about to touch 2,000. That's obvious to me. They're at 1978 right now. Silver about to touch 25. They're at 24.2. Platinum's also on the run up, as is copper. Currencies. Let's look at the dollar strength index over here. U.S. dollar up today after being slammed. Look at the graph here, 93.85. You got bonds getting clapped up too. They're below 6, but today they're up 6.66% of all numbers. But they've been getting clapped. A 10-year government bond is paying 0.57. Wow. This Funny Bunny system's coming to an end very soon. I see everybody on Facebook and Twitter talking about it. They're making money in Robinhood with options, as they say. When the shoe shine boy tells you what stock to buy, it's time to get out. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of free money, a lot of funny bunny money being made out here. And, there's, it's obvious that we're in a transitionary period and something is changing. So, stay prepared out there. Stay prepared. But somebody's making gains. I'll tell you that much. As did people, as people made gains during the 2008 crisis as well. A lot of people got clapped up, but a lot of people made gains too. More people got clapped than made gains, but you know what I mean. And that's why IMO, I've been saying, I do the trades, the options, this and whatnot, but I'm not trying to sit on this long term because I don't know what's going to happen. I'm way more confident in cryptos and metals than, it's not like I'm trying to build out a 401k, me personally, to sit on it and, Yo, champ, shout out to Rafter, man. Good morning, sir. Boom. Let's check out these headlines over here. CoinDesk is reporting, see if anything, the Twitter hack, apparently with some kid out there in Florida. That's what I read. Haven't really been following that. Goldman Sachs saying gold will hit 2,300 by 2022. And they're saying, what about Bitcoin? It seems like there's some sort of correlation between gold and Bitcoin. What helps gold also helps BTC, ? And you can see that Goldman is expecting $2,300 for gold in the next 12 months. Revised forecast that originally predicted 2,000. And, we're right around the corner for 2,000. It could hit 2,000 this week. Analysts at Goldman Sachs stated on July 28th that a record level of debt accumulation from the U.S. government and real concerns about the longevity of the U.S. dollar as a reserve currency had affected the price of the commodity. Gold is currently priced at $19.75 per ounce. So check that out. I'll link this in the chat box. I'm bullish on gold as I am BTC, guys. I don't know how someone could be like all about metal and then just be like, no, but Bitcoin is garbage. To me, it's like both of them, guys. It's like try to get some silver, some metal, some BTC, spread the love. It's the crypto way. See what else they're showing out here. Market Watch is reporting stock market correction could be imminent, but JP Morgan says we shouldn't panic. You guys could read about that. A lot of people are talking about a stock market correction and a crash, but I don't know. I'll tell you this much. You'll be surprised how far they could drive it. Stock futures higher with earnings stimulus talks in focus, Christozilla. This is being reported today right now on Yahoo Finance. So there's more stimulus talks in focus. Stocks were on track to kick off the first section of August on a high note as stimulus talks are back in focus. It's going to be focus, out of focus, focus, out of focus. Just like the China deal. One week is, we're about to do this great deal with China, and then the next deal we're about to close the consulate and we're at each other's throats. So it's, funk music when 2K gold? Maybe. Definitely as we approach a Bitcoin all-time high, Jiggeromes. See what the wall is saying Microsoft aiming to buy TikTok's U.S. business. So if Microsoft owns TikTok, all of a sudden, then they're not like, working with the Chinese or something. Apparently, I don't know. It's like TikTok's bad, but if Microsoft owns them, they're not. Is this like a way for Microsoft to buy it on the low? Villainize TikTok, and then Microsoft can come in and buy it for cheap? Because I see, well, that's what the banks have been doing. It's like shut everything down, flood strip the dollar of its power, and then their balance sheets are growing, and they got more. They're acquiring. Basically, the people's debt is their credit. I spoke to my coin guy at home. He does not like crypto because he says using it, I'm right in line to accept the government digital coin, right in line to be their slave. I mean, I see that point. I've said that as well. Bitcoin is a surveillance coin. I've said this as well. And I think that Satoshi is not here to save anybody. I think, there's a strong possibility that it's just made by the same people that made the banking system, as a case study to implement the Fed coin that they're about to roll out. That being said, I don't think they're going to be using bits. I think they're going to be using something that they have more control over. And furthermore, I don't think that they need to be against each other. I think it's like that may be true, okay, but you don't know. And if that's not true, then you could be missing a big opportunity. Microsoft trying to bail out Clinton's. Yeah, I heard about. I don't know about Microsoft census. I don't know if Microsoft is trying to bail them out, but the MSM certainly is not really covering it. But yeah, Microsoft's aiming to buy TikTok. Maybe by buying TikTok is what you mean. But yeah, somehow it's okay for Microsoft to own it. I don't know. This is weird to me. This is weird. But Microsoft's price is up. And you know how I feel. I think Microsoft, and I'm not a Bill Gates guy or anything like this, but I'll tell you this much. Microsoft is looking stronger every day to me. And out of any stock that I would be all right holding, Microsoft is like probably the only one. Microsoft and Apple. I can, right? Do you think Microsoft is going to lose right now? I really don't. And, I know what they're linked to. It's Funny Bunny. 212 on Microsoft. They're up 3.7 today. Let me check out D Live, see if anybody's booming out there. 2 people on D Live. Shout out to everybody out there. Make sure you're following me out there, guys. That is where I think, champ, the government does not control the bits. Yeah, I just don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I don't think that they can control them, but they can track them and ban accounts. So you don't really necessarily need to control it. It allows those to identify, because remember, it's a tracking system. That's a given. And the fact that it was touted as this privacy thing from the beginning, when it's obvious that once you look into it that there is no fungibility in the coin, that's pretty obvious. Like if you're even a programmer, that's something that you could figure out very quickly. And it took me a long time to figure it out because I'm not a programmer. I don't even know the concept of that. But I eventually figured it out, and I'm certainly not a brighter crayon than some of these minds that are behind these blockchains. So that's just a red flag to me. TikTok trading one surveillance state for the other. That's probably true, Jiggeromes. Rothschild owned China and Congress through AIPAC, the APAC. Yeah, that we all know about the bagel. Check out Marco. Well, we already checked out Marco. Let's see what Yahoo. We checked that one out. Let's see what the street is saying. We checked that one out. Let's see what Reuters saying. ByteDance investor bristles at Microsoft TikTok talks. Yeah, I mean, are they villainizing TikTok so Microsoft could buy them cheaper? I don't know. And all this about TikTok, doesn't Facebook and Twitter and all these other things do the same thing? Like they're spying on everybody anyway. So it's okay if one person spies on you, but not the other. Monero, 2 thumbs up, says Satoshi. Yeah, that's like the only one out of the top 20 that I think is a legitimate crypto. But yeah, Microsoft's on all the way up, guys. It is what it is. BTC is on the way up. 11,310 for BTC. Ripping right now. Looking good. And let's look again at the metals. $19.76 for the metals, and then silver at 24.2. I got my eyes on silver, guys. Good morning, Grandin. I see you. Epstein works for AIPAC and Rothschild owned Israel. Yeah, we know about that. We've covered it, guys. Census. We've talked about it. We know what's going on. We know what's shaking and baking. Everything's going up. Metal, stocks, cryptos. Right. That's the trend right now, Derek. And it's what we've been saying since it crashed. I'm like, everybody's calling for another crash. Kind of think right now it's all going up until it all burns down. Like, they're going to pull the old switcheroo, but it's obviously by design. And this is, what's funny to me. Those that follow the Q movement, they think that, all of a sudden, the good guys are going to come and just bring back the power to the people and shut down the Fed and all that. And that sounds great. But that doesn't look like what's happening to me. I mean, from my angle, seems like the Fed's stronger, Israel's stronger, the banking system's stronger, the corporation's stronger, and then the little guy, the middlemen, are weaker. But hey, there's still people that think that there's going to be a new king of England or something. It sounds cool, bro, but, I wouldn't hurry up and wait for that. So we ride the waves, and, we got to go here, we got to go there. I'm not going to throw it all in the USD or in BTC either. We got to have some metals as well. You got to spread love. But I think we can all agree that they're about to... we're already in a big transition. And for those that think that everything's going to go back to the same, I really don't think so, guys. There is going to be a new normal, and it may be even better than it was before once all this shit comes to a close. Trump was bailed out by Wilbur Ross, CEO of Rothschild. I don't know who that is, and but I'm not at all surprised. We know that it's MEGA, making Israel great again. Apparently, that strength is a house of cards, though. How long could it stand? Right. Let's see. Now, Ripple's a Zionist Rothschild bank coin. I don't know. I certainly don't like it, and you know what I've said about Ripple too, though, guys. And I've been a hater of Ripple since the beginning. Although I like Ripple a little better now since Satoshi Vision came into the box. But we all know that Ripple's the bankster coin. That's obvious. Okay, I don't know if it's necessarily the Rothschild bank coin, but that may be true. But it's obviously associated with the banks. But that's so obvious that it also makes BTC look more independent and more decentralized. Like, no. The bank fraud coin, that's Ripple. The good one's Bitcoin. You see what I'm saying? It's like Ripple was kind of placed there to make Bitcoin look more attractive, in my opinion. It's a house built on sand, champ. You know what Christ said about that. You're specifically speaking to about the state of the world, in politics. Rafterman, Tesla support at $3, $3.05, and resistance at $3.10. I haven't been tracking Teslas, but I know they're doing good. Let's look at our DeFi portfolio too. Well, let me pull that up while you guys chime in here on the box. Yeah, everything's up now. Here's our DeFi portfolio, lagging behind Bitcoin still, 10,563. We got this at 9150. When Bitcoin was 9150, we got into this DeFi portfolio. This is virtual, and this is for educational and entertainment purposes. But we're at 10,563. We got Aave, Bancord, Compound, Flexa, Kava, Kyber, Syntex, and I've been thinking of some Ren and some Loop as well. So you can see Bancord's making some gains this week. So is Syntex. I'm glad we got into Syntex there. Who's really been lagging behind and losing weight here is Compound. Rafterman says specifically he's talking about the house built on sand is politics and the USA financial system. Yeah, I do agree, Rafterman. And, one thing I get over the weekend I was really thinking about, after I got heated last week with that lady with the mask or whatnot, and thanks for Rafterman calling me out and kind of cooling me off, is that, a lot of things are out of our control, and we can be like, it's the Rothschilds, it's this bank, and it's that. Like, you could spend, how much time you got to spend out to try to figure out who's in control and who's is this and that. And it's like, you're just trying to acquire knowledge that really, what is it going to do for you? At the end of the day, the only person that can save you is Jesus. So, I mean, you could go here and say, no, it's the Ripples, is with the Rothschilds, and this, and Q is this, and it's like, guys, it may or may not be true, but like all that is a distraction. I mean, we're wasting so much of our energy worrying about who specifically these demons are when, guys, they're demons, they're devils. You shouldn't be dealing with them, period. Just look the other way and focus on the good. And that's really, what I've meditated on over the week. And it's like, many are getting angry at the situation, including myself, because you see the evil, and then you're always reviewing it because you're trying to like study and you're coming to knowledge of certain wickedness. So that could get you angry. But instead of focusing your knowledge on the wicked, and which sometimes you gotta, some people that don't even know that it exists. So it has to be brought to your attention. Sometimes you shine the light on the wicked, you see it, but it's better to shine a light on the good and build. Once you know that there's wickedness there, then don't pay it no mind. It's like, really that's because what are you going to do? You're going to like start the revolution and like, what are you going to do? Go protest and like what? You're going to get violent? What are you really going to do? It's not it's a spiritual war within. So it's like, what are you going to focus your mind on? It's like, you can get mad, but like what Rafterman told me before, it's like, love is a lot more powerful. So like, and started getting mad about who, whether the Rothschilds are trying to be the one that knows it all. Like, Sense is here. He's telling me, no, it's the Rothschilds. It's this. And, maybe he's right. But does that even matter? Does it really matter at the end of the day? Like, yeah, we know there's wickedness, obviously. But if it's, person A or person B, like, does it really matter if his name is Rothschild or Rockefeller, if he's coming from New York or London? Does it really matter? Is it truth or not? Who's on the Lord's side, right? Like it goes back to like, you got good and you got evil. And of course, evil is exposed. But once that evil is exposed, then it's up to you not to pay attention to it. There's an allure to this, like, with this truth seeking stuff and these rabbit holes, there's an allure because to a certain extent, you feel like you're gaining a knowledge or you're learning about something that maybe a lot of people don't know about, which is true. There's a revelation here to a certain extent, but don't let your ego get in the way. Like, oh, I'm knowing this. And just because you know more about the Rothschilds doesn't mean that you're more saved than someone that doesn't. That's the whole point. So I'm trying to like, that's what was kind of revealed to me. It's like a lot of this truth stuff is really cool, bro. But, we could start arguing about the Illuminati and the Rothschilds and the banker coins. And it's like, yeah, once you know that there's a trick, I mean, how much are you going to focus on the trick? Once you see that the magician, okay, it's like you're watching a magic show, right? And you see that the magician, and you understand how he cuts the woman in half and how he makes certain objects disappear and reappear. And once you figure it out, are you going to sit there and watch the show every day and everybody that's watching the show and be like, hey guys, look, it's not real. It's not real. Are you going to be the guy that stays in the theater just so that you could continue to expose the magician's spell to those that are coming in. Some feel, I guess, like justice warrior. Then you're just like a social justice warrior then. You know, at some point you got to be like, you know what? I'm out of this freaking theater. I'm gonna go do something else. I'm gonna build a farm. I'm gonna, plant a tree. I'm gonna have a family, and I'm gonna educate my children with the truth. You don't have to worry about these. Sometimes it's tiring, guys. It's tiring. Some of the truth movement, and I get it because it needs to be exposed. There's evil in this world, and part of the trick of the devil is to get you to believe that he doesn't exist. And I was deceived at one point. I was like, yeah, it's bad, this and this and that, but you got good, you got bad. It's all variable. It's all like perspective, but nah, it's not the way it is. Guys, drop me a comment. I went on a rant there, but yeah, it always gets spiritual at the end of the day. Ripples mooning. Yeah, it's up. It's up. Yeah, my NPC friends get annoyed with me once I start talking conspiracy. They ain't trying to hear it. Yeah, there's some people they're not trying to hear it because they don't want to even know the truth. Okay, I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about those that they already, you start getting the truth exposed to you, but then you get drunk on trying to find out all the truth. And you can't find out all the truth. That's what the devil, the serpent, promised Adam in the garden. Like, look, just take from this apple, and you're going to find out everything. And you're going to be able to do everything. Just keep going down this rabbit hole. And I'm sure when he bit the apple, he gained some knowledge of something, that he was naked. And he did gain some knowledge. But ultimately, it was not the right route. He went down the wrong rabbit hole. The Bible woke me up. BTC is the revolution, and your good works. Decentralized finance will put a big hold in the system. The good works is not the revolution. Okay, you don't get into to heaven by your work. You get in through your faith, and anybody else that's telling you that you get in through your work is lying through you. Okay, there's no man that's good enough that can earn his way into the gates of heaven. There's not one man that's good enough, that's perfect enough to earn their way. You don't earn your way through your work. You don't. So, whatever. And BTC, it may or may not be good. We can't be worshiping the golden calf here in the bottom right-hand side. I get it. That's an idol. So, I may have to snipe it out or say something. Be warned, my son, of anything in addition to them, of making many books, there is no end, and much studies weariness the body. Ecclesiastics 12:12. Yeah, much study does weary the body. I'm starting to realize that because last week when I got the anger on me because of this mask and a lot of it's because, I'm like always on this Rona thing and the mask thing. And we know there's a trick to it. We also know that it's like that a lot of it is to dehumanize us. But you got to check yourself, right? Because you get too passionate talking truth. But remember, Jigaromes, and we've talked about passion, pathology, the pathos. That ain't logos. That ain't reason. Like that's below it. So don't be driven by your passion, which is a trick, this new age trick that, with The Secret is like, let your passions drive you, follow your passions and stuff. I used to fall for that shit. I really did. I mean, it sounds great. Like, just follow what you believe in, your passion. If you're not passionate about it, then it's not meant for you. Like, life's not about passion, guys. It's about reason and about God. We are mad at the way these last days are going. Like, we can tell God how things should go. Exactly. That's the thing. And, I've been guilty of that still to this day. Like, I get mad subconsciously at God because I'm like, damn it, why does it got to be this way? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, why we got to wear these damn masks? Why does it got to be this way? Why does the Rothschild? Why? Because it's already been told to us because of the principalities, the wickedness that runs the world. And whether you like it or not, that's the facts, Jack. So instead of like being about it, just like let it be, It works out better to stay woke, but invest yourself personally and lead by example. Take care of your family. Enjoy what little time we have here. Exactly. Yeah. So, there comes a point like you get woke, but like, there's a fine line between, being woke and then becoming like a social justice warrior and then getting like this gentleman just shared 12:12, Ecclesiastic 12:12, studying so much that you weary the body. You know what I mean? And I feel like I may have fell victim to that to a certain extent. I mean, you got to understand, I'm mediaed out here all the time too. It's media, and because of that, I feel like I've also been able to find the Lord too, because I've been in this wickedness of media and all this stuff. So it allowed me to see it. But then again, now it's time to turn the other way and do something else, which we have been. But it's a constant fight, guys. It's not like you just all of a sudden repent one day and you change your ways. It's a constant thing that you got to do. It's an act, like, it's like you keep growing. You don't just stay stagnant. You have to say everything on your mind, but keep your cool. Silence sometimes is golden. So I will stop texting now. God bless you and your channel, your work. Thank you, Census. And I know it's hard to be texting back and forth, and like I'm speaking my mind and you may not be able to speak yours. And I'm like horrible at texting it all out. So yeah, sometimes you gotta, silence is golden, it is, you're right. And here's, this is coming from the guy that's speaking an hour a day. But yeah, I've realized that too. Shout out to Trappin'. I see you. Shout out to Census, Grandin, Rafterman, and the rest of the boomers out there. Let me drop bombs for you guys as these bids going up. And we're watching these markets. I'm getting brave ads. Boom. Let me check out D-Live real quick. We got 3 maniacs. Athlete just donated 1 diamond. Thank you so much. Athlete just donated 1 diamond. Diamond. How much is a diamond? 100. Wow. Boom. ATH athlete. Thank you so much. Let me drop another bomb. Jonathan says he believes Bitcoin belongs to the kingdom of Jesus. All right. I don't know. I don't even think that matters to him, but But on the other hand, everything belongs to him, right? So I love all this stuff, Tim. Thank you. Thank you as well, Rafterman. I appreciate you for the $2. Rafterman always catching my back out here. And thank you for the $2. I appreciate that. And most importantly, thank you for your time, for being out here and dropping these comments. They definitely add more value than just $2. Thank you so much. I'm going to throw 50 here on the D-Live box, the treasure chest. Boom. Trappin' says, don't kill me. I'm not shilling, but Ether Chain and Bank of Tron smart contracts have been working. Are they one and the same, or they're 2 different things? Because Ether and Bank of Tron, like, those are 2 things that you're talking about, or one thing? Let's check out DeFi Pulse, too. Let's see if there's any new platforms that have been rising. Maker's now the dominant DeFi platform once again. Compound has been losing share. Compound number 2, Syntax number 3, Aave number 4, Instadap Curve, Balancer. Yearn seems a little bit newer. I haven't seen that in the top 10. And you got Uniswaps on the rise too. You had a few here. Yeah, too. I think the yeah. Thanks for letting us know. Bankatron and Ether Chain. I don't see Ether Chain here on this list. My understanding is that DeFi Pulse covers the Ether DeFi chains, not the ones on things like Tron or EOS, because they're all Ether here. You see Ether. They're not really. Tony Rappa says, after a lot of research, I've determined Chainlink is not a scam. Well, there you go. I'm glad that you came up to that on your own. I kind of determined that a while ago too. I think if Coinbase picks it up and they're regulated, then they got more reason to vet their coins. That's the way I look at it. Not that Coinbase is all, all cool or whatnot, but and then furthermore, they are associated with Google. So there you go. See if there's any deals and steals today. Last time I checked, Ampleforth was getting clapped. Ampleforth had a run up. So this is kind of like being designed. Ampleforth, I've been talking about this. Ampleforth is, I believe it's designed to be a stable coin, but its circulating supply changes based on the market cap through this thing called the rebase. So while the price of the coin might drop, you may end up with more coins. Or if the coin of the price of the coin goes up, you may end up with less coins. So, this is one that I like. I think I threw a couple, like 20, 30 bucks at it, like something like that. This one could be legit or not, but I got my eyes on it. It's something that's different. So, I'm attracted to this one as like the wild card. Celsius is getting clapped. This is one I like a lot too. I know Rafterman's bullish on it. I like Celsius. Quant, I don't know much about. Flexicoin we have in our portfolio. It's getting clapped today. And Ampleforth is one that I'm interested in because it's different. And actually, I got Ampleforth. You got to buy under $1 and then sell that rebase. That makes sense. Since it's trying to stabilize at $1, is my understanding. I'm still trying to learn more, and I didn't know that when I saw it. I was like, oh, it was like at $1.70. It was already down, like I don't know how much percent. I was like, I'll throw like 20 bucks, 30 bucks at it, and that was stupid because I lost half the bag. You jump in and jump out with Ampleforth. It's almost like trading. Or another thing is like maybe you could just keep accumulating because if with all the rebases, if you end up getting more and more circulating supply, then you could wait a couple rebases before you cash out. Maybe perhaps. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know if this is true or not because I haven't done enough research. I'm just literally brainstorming out loud. But yeah, this one is interesting. So guys, do a little more research on Ampleforth, Tony, Trap, and these guys. Let's find out if this one's if it's legit or whatnot. Let's see what's really popping with it. But it was attractive to me. I take a few more comments and questions. We're coming up on the 45-minute mark. I think we hit most of the beats. And Bitcoin on the tear right now, all the way up. 11,341. How about it, guys? Let's give it, another like 30 days. How long has it been since we cracked 10,000? Because it feels like it's been 30 days, but it hasn't. It's been only a few days, guys. Like it hasn't even been a week, right? So this is, we broke out around the 27th, 26th, 27th. Let's say about the 26th. Yeah, it really started, we were trading sideways up until about the 21st. Then things started picking up, but it really jumped up like around the 26th and around the 27th. So, it's been only a few days. It's been a week. So we've been above 10K for about a week, a little less. Okay. I would say give it about 30 days. Has Bitcoin, can anybody reference this? Has Bitcoin stayed above $10,000 for more than a month? What's the longest Bitcoin has stayed above 10,000? Because even when it ran up to 20,000, I think that happened all like in the course of a month, right? It was like 30, 40 days. So like it only, remember, it went to 20K and then ended up crashing down to like 3K in a moment, and like in a matter of like 2 months. I got Ripple FOMO. I don't like this feeling. Yeah, I mentioned this at the beginning of the broadcast that say what you want about Ripple, but I think it may run up. I mean, I don't like Ripple. I don't think it's the one or anything like this. But all that aside, I think that if Bitcoin keeps doing well, Ripple may gain even more weight. Ripple could go to $1. I mean, we've seen Ripple go past. What's the all-time high for Ripple? And guys, I understand that it very well could be the fraudulent bank coin. But I'm speaking strictly on price at this moment. ATH coin index. Let's see what the all-time high is for this thing. And normies, some normies, like, they'll get into Ripple just because, like, it's part of the banks. There's some people that they want to be normie. They want the normie system. And they're like, no, this is the normie coin. This is going to win, Where's my ATH coin index? It's not popping up very well over here. I'll pull it up, guys. All-time high of Ripple's 340. Yeah. $3.40 right here. Yeah, Ripple. All-time high for Bitcoin, 19.6. All-time high for Ethereum, 1448. So yeah, with something like Ripple, as much as a garbage coin that I think it is, I can also, if you told me that it went to $1, I can't tell you that I would be surprised. Don't worry, Jiggeromes. I got in crypto as a newbie during the bull run of 2017. I've been sitting on my bags, mostly bought at highs and FOMO ever since. This next bull run, I'm pouncing. There you go, Casey. Jumped in at Ripple at support of 30, riding the CME move, and I hate Ripple, but I don't day coins. There you go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I hate Ripple too, and I probably won't trade it because I'm doing all other trades, but if you told me that it went up a lot, I believe it. Like I tell you, I had a normie contact me not too long ago, and that's what I said last week or week before, that you're probably in a bull run if the normies start calling you about crypto. Anyhow, some normie called me, and he's like, "Oh, champ, I remember you're into the Bitcoin stuff. Could we talk more about it? Yada yada." And then he's like, "What do you think about Ripple?" Like one of the first altcoins that he was speculating on. And he's a normie, he's a normie, works with the banks and stuff. And my response, instead of being the big hater, is like, I told him the fact. The fact is that Ripple is hated on by BTC enthusiasts, but maybe the chances of the price going up now in the short term is probable, and I could see it go up. I wouldn't be surprised, but it is hated on by BTC enthusiasts for many legitimate reasons. I hate to admit it, when Ripple runs, she runs like no other. There you go. I mean, listen, that the fact that it's so cheap, at a 30 cents coin, gives it psychologically room to grow. BTC went over 10K in the beginning of 2017 and stayed above that until the end of January 2018, Crystozilla. So you're looking at like 60 days only, right? So yeah, that's bottom line here, Crystozilla. What we need to do is to beat that. We need to stay above 10,000 for more than 60 days. If we could stay above 10,000 for more than 60 days, then, I would say that, all right, now we're in the new phase. Right now, we're still like, we went up to 12,000, I believe, last summer, right? Like, this is not the only bull run that we've experienced since 2017. I think there was one that we went to 12 or 13 at one point, and then we went right back down. This is pre-corona. I think this was 2019 summer. Israel plunder Egypt is how I'm looking at letting Ripple hopefully get me out of Babylon. I mean, you could say that you could say the same for Bitcoin too, right? Cardano and Ripple guys are obnoxious and toxic. That's funny because a Cardano guy and a Ripple guy probably won't get along. But Yeah, yeah. You guys kind of make a point. You know, Cardano guys are fanboys. You know, like those that are like, I'm thinking of revolutionists. Like he doesn't even want a Bitcoin. It's just Cardano, Cardano, Cardano. And listen, I'm not even mad at. I actually kind of like Cardano. I'm not holding bags, but I like it. I don't think it's, I think it's all right. But some of the Cardano holders are like, they don't even want to hold a bit. You know. Sub champ Lambo season. Hopefully Suave House. But like I just said, I think we need to conquer this 10K for at least 60 days. Yeah, we need more time with this. I mean, everything's great. I'm crip walking, I'm dancing, I'm positive, I feel good. But I'd feel even better if we can stay above 10,000 for more than 60 days. Jiggerome said he held the bags to this bull run. We will dump and be kings. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think the lesson learned with that major bull run is don't be afraid to take some profits. You don't have to dump all your bags, but if things go up 30%, 40% on you, why would you be so greedy and be like, let me see if I can get more? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be so greedy and eat when it's time to eat, Yeah, Casey, he said he learned his lesson, take profits when possible. Right. So did I. Like I didn't sell at the top at 20,000 or 19. I was dumb. And then I had to hold all the way down to 3 and all the way back up too. So, I'm guilty as charged as well. All right, guys, we're pulling up on the hour. And we're going to go ahead and start wrapping things up. Make sure you catch the whole replay. We talked about a lot of stuff, as we always do, guys. As we always do. On that note, if there's no other comments and questions, let me take a peek over here on D-Live. If there's more than, it's like 4 or 5 people, I'll pass out some lemons. Yeah, we got 4 people. Let's do a little lemon distribution over there before I sign off. Let me add some to the chest over here. Boom. Champagne Crypto just added 50 more lemons. So we got 100 lemons to give away. Shout out to Athlete, ATH Elite. And let's go ahead and make this happen. Share a meme or 3. I'm going to give out some lemons over here. To my boomers. Distribute rewards in 30 seconds. Let's go. Lucky winner here, Athlete, with 103 lemons. Boom, boom, boom. So, you give 100 and you make back 103. Boom. There you go. And Christozilla dropped me 10 as well. Thank you so much to Athlete and Christozilla for participating. Guys, follow me on D-Live. This is fun every time we distribute some lemons. And I think it's important to use alternative platforms to YouTube. You don't want to give them all the sauce out there. On that note, I'm out of here, guys. Stay strong. Drop me a comment. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne. Thank you for tuning in.